movements in that direction. No?
What you're, let me cut you short then, Butch. What you're saying is we now must have that vision of what is coming up, and we must have the information, the accurate information, so that we would know what to do, so that we are not going to fall into that abyss.
The issues that Mr. Valdes has pointed out together with LaRouche, based on fact, I don't say that it's not, has been challenged by many other economists. The problem with the study of economics is there is no real sure correct answer. Simply because, I mean, for example, give the experience and the competence of our president, GMA, who herself is an economist. Maraming economists na miski dyan sa akademya ngayon that see it in different ways, looking at the same scenario, looking at the same facts with a different interpretation and different analysis. I am not going to stand here and say Mr. Valdes is incorrect. His bases are based on not assumptions, based facts. However, the theoretical viewpoints are different. The solutions are likewise different. You're saying it should be fixed economic rate exchange, which is probably has been proven to be the right way to do it before the Bretton Woods Agreement came into play, because during that time it was more stable, as you explained in the study of LaRouche.
Well, the Bretton Woods Agreement is the system of fixed exchange.
Is the system of fixed exchange.
No, but let me point out
after, not before,
the concern of so-called other economists, which sometimes I jokingly call them econo-quacks, by the way. because if it's true that they were economists, then they would have forecasted all of these things that have happened, and none of them, no one in UP, no one in any of these universities, and no one in government.
Those I speak of are from UP, not one, but two.
Forecasted this event that they were always saying that it was never going to happen.
That's true too.
And we were saying no, this is going to happen, and now
let's go past that. Let's go past who is correct and who is not.
This is the point. The point here is these economists that we have are monetarists, as against the kind of economics that we're espousing, which is physical economics, or what you call credit economics or credit-based economics, which was Bretton Woods, which was the Bretton Woods
based on product, actual product,
and consumerism.
And local consumerism.
Based on the fact that governments are sovereign and they can utter credit, and uttering of credit means printing up of the money and directed towards the physical production of goods, right? Whereas the monetarists consider that money is available not by them,
but international, outside.
Outside, by the financial institutions, and they manage the financial system using the central banking system. If you know, central banks are not answerable to the people.
No, they're not.
No. The legislature has no say on what the central bank does. It does not have any say as to what the central bank will do to our national reserves, whether they will invest it here or there or wherever.
Because they claim their job, their mandate is to keep the prices stable.
Right.
International.
And local.
That this is a
with disregard actually to local.
Sometimes even our legislators don't realize that. I asked them, when was it that you were able to bring in a central bank governor here to check him, to inquire from him whatever happened to our national reserves? Where did you invest it? Did we make money or not?
Did you multiply the wealth or not?
Did you multiply? No.
A central bank ba is an independent commission?
No, it is a pseudo. It's a quasi-government.
Yeah, hindi naman government, pero hindi naman private,
No, it's government, but it's supposed to be operating independent of politics.
Independent of national government. Because who
the commissioner
chooses,
there is assigned by the president.
Supposed to be appointed by
the president.
But the president never appoints something that the financial institutions don't want. They never appoint a person who the financial institutions don't want.
Kundi, this guy can't trade, so he's useless, he's inutil.
Right. And they want their man.
Well, okay.
Okay.
So
I just wanted to give
Yeah.
that because it say we have to understand that these are realities. These are not just theories. These are this is real thing.
Right.
No? And why is it that our system is such that we cannot do what we want to do? No? Why is it that all of a sudden we get pegged into this deeper and deeper in debt type of situation, no? And the debt service, no, is now hitting about 70% of our national budget. No?
Yeah.
Why is it that we have to live up?
Is it
with this
70%? Hindi naman.
Oh, pretty
We're only
close.
paying back 20.
No.
Debt servicing natin 20. Based on Mr. Ranyola.
Well, that's as pegged by
Payback basis on
Yes.
legislation.
Yeah.
On the
However-
GAA.
However,
Kasi alam ko 200 million tsaka 200 billion and plus 50 billion, 250 all in all. Na hindi pa. Alam ko total 170 or 160
Or
B ang
something
payback.
like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're paying about a total of $10 billion a year.
Dollars.
A year, or even more. No.
So
Sometimes.
that's 50 billion.
Yeah.
So,
500.
Okay. Sige, continue.
So why is it that we can't impose? Why is it that we cannot go into an infrastructure project, open infrastructure project? Why? Because we always have to say we borrow money, no? Because we cannot increase our assets without having to borrow money. But the ones that are lending us the money are saying you cannot borrow because you're overvalued. Your peso is overvalued. You have to.
What you're saying is we have to go
Reflate.
through the process over which the IMF has got
Right.
a
So
control.
you get into this circle wherein you devalue. That means you have to create more pesos to buy the dollars to service a debt. No? So
Yes.
you're
You'll
into
never
a
pay.
hole.
You'll never pay. The prognosis in Europe, based on the issues and the big economic problems Germany is facing, is that, yes, the stimulus that has been introduced in the many European states are going bust, and their prognosis is it will blow up. In America, you've got the Republicans against the Democrats saying that the stimulus package has gone overboard
Yes,
and over and
yes,
above the banking
yes.
system, which is why it has been politicized to the point that the President Obama, in this case,
Yeah.
is being disfigured by Fox TV.
He's being roasted.
He's being roasted literally on a daily basis. Now, so I guess we can find a common stand between the Republicans and the European prognosis of the financial situation. Japan is in a rut that continues to sink. Taiwan has its own problems together with South Korea.
But the
And
new
China
government
is
in
looking
Japan-
inward. So maybe China is looking at the LaRouche theory because they are now looking inward and thinking local. Maybe this is a perfect situation where we can say think global but act local.
Yeah, but
Oh, well,
I think the Chinese are more scared because they're
They have everything to lose.
Also,
They've been losing.
if the Americans continue to sell more T-bills, you see, all those that the Chinese are holding now will be worth nothing.
Yeah.
Because
So maybe that's the right way to go for the Americans. Drop the currency and let them fall.
But it is not a matter of U.S. against China or Philippines against whatever country. No,
It's a system against the world
it's
right
a
now.
system that's now collapsing. Everybody's
Yeah.
going to lose
System.
out. No? China is going to have difficulty exporting goods to the United States because
It's useless. The money is useless.
dollar is going down.
Yeah.
The
Right.
dollar is
Right.
going down. So for the past 9 months now, there have been about 10 million workers that have been laid off in China because many of their factories are
Yes,
starting to
yes.
close down.
They're dropping.
especially on the southeastern coast.
Yeah. And now, of course, they're saying we're going to try to sell goods in China, no? To create that market and stop looking at export, but it's a bit too late. No? There is need to get out of the system. That the Titanic has hit the iceberg and it's going down. No, it's the time to go to the lifeboats and get out of that.
But,
Okay,
Butch,
so-
but the economic
Yeah.
world experts, aren't they there to confront the LaRouche analysis and
And adopt the best
and say,
options.
hey, this is the way it goes?
It's a
Why
battle.
is it?
It's a battle because there is, when you say economic experts. No, you have to look at them as